Hi, I'm Travis McGee, Chief Commercial Officer at Nadex. So the big day is finally here. That's right, it's time to make that first trade. And arguably, that's one of the hardest moments for any trader, making that first trade. There's a lot that goes on, and by and large, most of it's mental. Am I making the right decision? Did I pick the right product? What if the market moves against me? What if I lose money? What if I make money? So many decisions to be made. So what I'm going to do for you today is we're going to break it down into 3 easy steps. And this should help guide you and give you a little bit of extra confidence as you go out and you attempt to make that first trade. So in step 1 really is selecting the market. There's a lot that goes into selecting a market, but to make it easy on you is start with something that you know. I say that time and time again, and the reason I say that is if you understand a market, by and large, you're probably going to have a little bit of passion and a little passion to actually get in there and do a little due diligence around that market. You're going to do some homework. You're going to try and learn more. But you're also going to have confidence in placing a trade because you have that basic understanding of the market. If you go into something that you don't know, there's an extra variable of uncertainty that tends to make you freak out a little bit. So in order to get ahead of that, let's find that market that you understand. That could be the stock market, it could be one of the commodity markets like gold or oil, it could be an FX currency pair, but start with something that you know. Second, and this sounds a little more complicated, but really it's quite basic, is understand the risk-reward profile of a trade and understand the risk-reward profile for you as a trader. So when you step into a trade, you need to ask yourself, okay, well, how much money am I willing to lose on a trade? How much money do I want to make on a trade? And how much do I want to risk? What is the risk that I'm willing to accept? So put it in probability terms. So when I look at a trade, if I take a binary option as an example, in the pricing of binary options, so if you win on a binary option, it settles at $100, and if you lose, it settles at 0. Very simple. But when you trade a binary option, you have various prices that you can trade. So if I buy a binary option and I pay $80, $80 is my risk. If that outcome does not play out and I lose $80. But $80 is also my probability on the trade. So I have an 80% chance of making $20. So 80 plus 20 is 100. So the higher the probability of making money, the lower my reward's going to be, and then vice versa. So quite often I see a lot of traders make a mistake and they try to get into something cheaper, like a $30 trade. But think about it this way, if I get into a $30 trade, what's my probability? 30%, much lower probability, thus the reason I have potential for a much larger reward in $70. So understand what risk-reward profile works for you, and once you're comfortable with that, you're ready to go and you can execute that first trade. And then finally, third step is just that. It's executing that trade. So once you've done that homework, you've got that market that you know, you've gone in, you've done a little bit of analysis on the risk-reward profile, and you understand the risk-reward profile you're willing to accept for that trade. The hardest part is just hitting the button and placing the trade. And then once you place that trade in your head, as we've talked about before, you have to have a plan. You have to understand, when am I getting out of that trade? Are you going to wait till expiration? Are you potentially going to get out of it early? How much money would it have to go up in order for you to get out of it early? And then vice versa, if it's trending to the downside, how far down are you going to allow it to go before you'd be willing to exit? So make sure you have that plan set in your head after you place that trade. So again, very, very easy. 3 simple concepts. 1, trade a market that you know. 2, understand the risk reward that's comfortable for you. And 3, place that trade with a plan in mind. All right, you're ready to go. Let's go place that first trade and get after it.